Two great individual performances in our last two games against Liverpool, against Spurs, and the media are starting to take note. I'm playing pretty well, even though I'm not matching my targets due to the pass completion ratio apparently not being 86% or higher. It's only 76%. That doesn't sound right to me. We're still getting the results. That's the most important thing. And in the league table, we are 8 points clear of Chelsea with just 6 games to go. Right now, I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to sound too arrogant, but it probably is going to be our title to lose. Chelsea have been starting a little bit over the recent weeks, and we have been playing really well. We take on QPR for the first game of today's episode here, and we can extend the lead at the top of the table to 11 points. Here's hoping we can do so and inflict even more misery on Jose Mourinho's side. Yes, Rooney, great chance on the break. Pick the right pass, play me out wide. This is a great chance if I can take it round Zambrano. Captain, leader, legend, but not in this career mode. Great chance for 1-0, and it's a good save by Murphy as he turns it behind for a corner. I'm trying to shoot a little bit more just to try and get a couple more goals on the board for me, just make my stats look a little bit better. Because, don't get me wrong, I want the assists and everything, but getting the goals always feels a little bit better when I'm putting the videos on YouTube, because I know that's what most people want to see, even though I prefer getting the assists. Still, here comes the corner into the centre, and my header goes just over the bar and behind for a goal kick. So a couple of early chances, both falling to me. Sadly, it's still 0-0. Yes, Rojo, good challenge on Andrade. Now a possible chance on the break. One final chance for the half maybe. Rooney to Van Persie. Offloads towards myself. I'll try and beat Harry Mann with one of those Berber spins. In we go. Good chance here. I can see men arriving. And one on the edge of the area. It's Daily Blint. Blint finds Van Persie and Murphy makes the save. And QPR get the ball away. I actually wanted Blint to strike that, not Van Persie. But even so, Van Persie strike well saved by Murphy. And that is half time as it's 0-0 here at Loftus Road. Here's Zamora, lovely little free ball towards Wright Phillips. Here he goes to shoot. And is that a penalty? Is that really a penalty? The referee's given one. So I don't know why I'm asking the question. But what I mean to say is, do you think that's really worthy of being a penalty? Because I thought that was a block shot by Raphael on Wright Phillips there. Like, I'll have to watch it back, but he's clearly just fallen into him. I didn't even think it was inside the area. Maybe it was, but is that really a penalty? I always say this. You can make the case for it, but I would not have given that as a penalty. He's just trying to block the shot, and the shot's been taken. Its continuation just falls into the guy. It's just harsh on Raphael, but Zamora will take the penalty, and Valdez can't save it. And Bobby Zamora gives QPR the lead 5 minutes after the restart. That's pretty much their first chance of the entire game. It comes through a debatable penalty, and it's Bobby Zamora who doesn't put the ball into Rose Ed. Instead, he puts the ball into the back of the net, and it's QPR 1, Manchester United 0. So I'm sorry, you can say I'm being unfair here, but I really didn't think that was a penalty at all. Regardless, it was given. Zamora dispatches it. QPR 1, Manchester United 0. It's a short free kick by Murphy there, and Zambrano could be in trouble. He's giving it straight to Rooney. Van Persie, saved by Murphy, and Zambrano cannons the clearance off me, and it'll go out for a goal kick. QPR getting very lucky there. Why on earth are they doing that when they're leading United by a goal to 0, man? Seriously, that was just needless. Hoylett. And that's come off me. It'll come to Tarat. Here's Bobby Zamora. Great ball inside towards Sandro. Great chance for 2-0, but that is a terrible finish. Here's Zamora through towards Wright Phillips. QPR could seal this late on. I'm basically out of stamina. Water ball into Hoylett. This to seal the game. Junior Hoylett fires it wide. That should have been the game. I still think they're going to win it now. We've had most of the stoppage time, but even so, what a chance to make it 2-0 and seal the game. Sandro inside towards Hoylett. Another great chance for QPR, and again it's Hoylett. He fires it wide, but this time it certainly won't matter because that's the end of the game. QPR 1, Manchester United 0. We lose for the first time in the league in quite a few games, and that is a real blow for us because this puts Chelsea back in the title race. Had we got the win in that game, just a few games to go, we could have possibly been 11 points clear had results gone our way. Now, if Chelsea came from behind to beat Derby as they were trailing at half time, it's going to cut the gap to just 5 points, and they've got a game in hand. This is a huge defeat. I did not have a good game at all. My passing was only 85%. That's not good enough for me. I always try and aim for at least 90. Shooting wasn't the best. Had a couple of attempts early on, but to be fair, other than that, wasn't too much to talk about. But I did not have a good game. That was a poor one for me. And after two really good performances against Liverpool and Spurs, I should not have followed on with a really poor one like that. Regardless, the stats will tell you it's quite even, and I think it was as well. I think a draw would have sufficed. QPR did win the game through that dodgy penalty, but even so, disappointing defeat, and Chelsea did draw, thankfully, but even so, they've still got a game in hand, and that keeps the title race alive. You know, how we won that game, that would have been massive for us. You can see, though, now, let's just quickly get to the league table so I can show you and emphasise my points. Now, as you can see, 7 points, yes, but Chelsea do have a game in hand, and with 5 games to go, if they win that, they will be just 4 points behind us with a better goal difference record as well. Regardless, it does end the first game of the episode, and I'll be back for the next one in just a moment's time, which is against Southampton in the FA Cup semi-final, and we've got to play a lot better against them if we want to get ourselves through to the final than putting in that performance against QPR, because that was just terrible. So obviously not the result we wanted, but we're still a few points clear at the top of the table with just a few games to go. But that performance was poor, but we still got a few more games left in that competition. As for the FA Cup though, this is a do or die game. We're taking on Southampton in the semi-finals, and if we want to keep the treble chances alive, we need to make sure we can advance and get ourselves through to the final. We take on the side who we beat in the Capital One Cup final here at Wembley, so that's good motivation coming into this one, and including Jay Rodriguez starting at left back, that's an interesting choice by Ronald Koeman, certainly something we'll look to exploit. Regardless, taking on Southampton, we need to win if we want to keep the treble chances alive, and here's hoping we can do so. Alright, so this is a good chance from a free kick, which I've just won off Fernandes. Rooney, the skipper, is going to take it. I prefer to see Van Persie take it, really, considering his record. But it will be Rooney, who goes for goal. And I'm glad it was Rooney, not Van Persie, because Wayne Rooney gives us the opening goal of the game and makes it Southampton 0, Manchester United 1. And we take the lead in this game. Although I have to say, I think, from first viewing, Fraser Forster will be a little bit disappointed to get beaten there at his near post. That was a good free kick from Rooney, considering the range and everything, but I think that a goalkeeper of Forster's quality should have moved his feet a little bit quicker to get to that ball. Yeah, I think Forster's got to save that one, to be honest. It's a good free kick by Rooney, don't get me wrong, but I think that Forster should be turning that behind the post and not turning it into the back of his own net. Regardless, Wayne Rooney does open the scoring here at Wembley, so we've done what we couldn't do against QPR already in the first half. That's get a goal. It's Rooney for a free kick. I won it. Rooney scores it. Southampton 0, Manchester United 1 in the FA Cup semi-final at Wembley. Oh, my ball here. I try and fake shot around Yoshida. He stood me up really nicely though, but I tried to beat him and I've succeeded in doing so. What a chance here. Going to try and drill it to the far post. Van Persie 2-0. Absolutely fantastic. Van Persie is celebrating like I've never seen someone celebrate before. What was he doing? Just windmills? Absolutely fantastic ball across the face of goal. Van Persie taps it in and it's the Saints 0, Manchester United 2. Van Persie with the goal. I love the way he turned before the ball even at the back of the net. He knew it was going in. Southampton 0, Manchester United 2, and we go 2 goals up inside, I think it was 4 in-game minutes. Absolutely fantastic. 2-0 United, and Southampton have got to do a lot better job in the second half. Here's Emenike down the left-hand side for Southampton, and the Nigerian finds Jay Rodriguez, constantly bombing forward at left-back, and you can't really blame him. And the ball's being worked towards Fernandes, who finds Dusan Tadic inside the area. Great save by Valdez, and we should manage to scrounge the ball away eventually now, because we force Southampton outside the area. What a save by Valdez, though, and it's still 2-0. Dusan Tadic on the ball. Saints desperately need a goal. And it could go on here because Klein finds Emenike inside the area, who shoots deflected and just wide of the post. That almost crept inside that post, but it goes just wide and behind for a corner. Free kick to Southampton. They really need to score from this. And it's going to be crossed in by Emenike towards Osvaldo, who wins the header, and it's just gone wide of the post. Southampton almost scoring through Dani Osvaldo, but thankfully he can't get his header on target. Here's Osvaldo for Southampton. They need a goal here. Dani Osvaldo finds Emenike. Emenike inside towards Dusan Tadic. Now Jay Rodriguez crosses the ball into the centre. The header's won by Schneiderlin. And it goes just over the bar. That sneeze put him off, I think. Reed on the ball towards Osvaldo. Time's running out on the Saints now. They can get a goal, but I think it would just be a consolation. Here is Davies. Forced back to Klein. And there is the full-time whistle. Southampton 0, Manchester United 2. Another win notched up for United. This one in the FA Cup. We win in the semi-final here at Wembley. And that does put us through to the FA Cup final at Wembley as well. So delighted with that. We beat Southampton in the Capital One Cup final. We've now beaten the FA Cup semi-final as well. They do not like playing us at Wembley. And those two 5-minute goals in the first half separate us after Rooney's free kick. And then Van Persie's goal tucked in from my assist. I got a 7.5, but even though I got the assist for the second goal and I won the free kick for the first goal, I'm not happy with my performance. I misplaced 9 passes. That should not happen nowadays. I'm much better than that. So I'm not happy with my performance despite getting the assist and a 7.5. As you can see, Southampton came into the game late on and started to get chances on the board, but all their chances came late on when they were 2 goals down. I think their stats were quite balanced, to be honest. I think the stats show Southampton played better, but I think they were a lot more balanced than that. But even so, a 2-0 victory. We're through to the FA Cup final. Delighted with that. And this treble, despite a loss to QPR, is still most certainly definitely on, as we'll be taking on Arsenal in the FA Cup final. But that does end the episode, guys. So as always, big thank you for watching the video. Really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed today's episode of My Player, then please do leave a like. It's much appreciated and it really does help my channel out. And I'll see you for the next episode of My Player very soon.